Are you tired of playing in Sunset Valley even for holidays like Halloween? Looking for something a little creepier? Well, fear not, because I have exactly what you're looking for. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Sims lore. Today we're looking at 9 creepy Sims 3 worlds to play in this Halloween. You might be wondering, Miss Lore, why 9? Why not top 10? Well, dear viewer, in the spirit of Halloween, I chose the number 9 because of its occult meaning and it holding great significance among many Masonic orders and secret societies. Nothing to do with the fact that I couldn't get in one of the towns to work. No, not at all. That's, it's all planned. If you want to download any of these worlds, both the requirements and links are all in the description. Okay, now go grab your spooky snacks and don't forget to subscribe and like this if you enjoyed it. Alright, let's get straight into the video. Number 9. Haunted Valley. Haunted Valley seems to be getting bigger, as if there are more places to go and things to do for Sims who still live here. The highway is running through, bringing new Sims with new ideas. It seems our town is becoming famous for ghosts and ghouls, Sims who want to see this rumored haunted ghost town. Stories of the asylum has spread. This is a wonderful time for all the old Sims who stayed behind. Maybe they can teach these new city folks how hauntingly beautiful this town really is. Haunted Valley is very reminiscent of a swamp town, and I feel like it reminds me a tiny bit of Twinbrook, but more cheery. This is a beautiful world with lots of interesting builds and plenty for your Sims to do. There is a resort lot called the Old Fishing Village, which is very cute and small, perfect for intimate weddings and family getaways. And then there's a cafe that looks like a castle nestled on a rock overlooking the whole city. Oh, and also bonus points for calling this nectary grown and winery. Now you might think, "Aw, this is such a sweet little town, why is it being labelled as creepy?" Well, looking over at the cemetery, there's the Grim Reaper's manor and, well, there's some creepy baby stuff in the attic. Enough said. Number 8. Grey Meadow. Situated upon multiple islands near the edge of Lake Erie, Grey Meadow is a peculiar town known for being the headquarters of Quailhog Incorporated. Now decaying yet flooded with corruption, Grey Meadow's old world charm has grown increasingly difficult to grasp beyond its thick fog of blight. Will its historical prevalence be enough to save it? This town is made by a user named Quailhogs on the Sims 3 Exchange, and it features a lot of lore. Plenty of interesting characters to play with and lots to explore around town. The feel of the town is much milder than other worlds in this video, and this is the only reason why it's so down in the list, but it's full of lore and still pretty creepy. The builds are beautiful and are giving me Dark Academia Moonlight Falls vibes. If you're thirsty for lore, which, let's face it, you probably are because clearly EA hasn't given us enough, then this belongs in your town selection list. Number 7. Spooky Town. Spooky Town is an incredible build by user Auntie Lynn's and a group of sim builders. The vamped up populated version was shared through the Sims forums, and here they said, "This is not a dark, gloomy world. It is bright, cheery, and filled with lots of Halloween color." Okay, so this might not be as creepy, but creepiness is subjective. And besides, the freaking Grim Reaper lives here, in this massive, creepy Transylvanian castle on a spiky hill.
What's up, MTV?
So I think Auntie Lynn's created a place that has the best of both worlds. Cheery and creepy Halloween. The world is populated with loads of Sims, it's really impressive. There's so many to choose from. The Wizard of Oz cast, Frankenstein, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and the Addams Family, just to name a few. And like I said, the Grim Reaper also lives here, in a huge castle, equipped with a throne room so you can be judged whilst you die a horrible death. Sherlock Holmes and Watson live here too, in a very London townhouse-inspired building, and even the Scooby Gang is here. And yes, all of their surnames are due. They live on this really small but cute ranch, and they even have a vegetable garden. Although some stuff doesn't add up, like the horse things outside or the crib in one of the rooms. Unless the ladies decide to couple up with one of the guys, or maybe the guys get abducted by aliens and get impregnated. Not many of the households have bios, but looking into them, you can tell which stories and characters they might reference. Regardless of that, it's a fantastic world to also create your own household in and be able to interact with the ready-made Sims. Number 6. Moonlight Falls. With its misty waterfalls, deep forests and fog-shrouded coves, Moonlight Falls casts a spell on all who enter. The town was founded centuries ago by 2 immigrant families, the Van Ghouls, extraordinarily long-lived and sun-averse, and the Wolves, high-spirited and strangely affected by the full moon. They were soon joined by odd, seemingly magical forest-dwelling folk. Of course, we all know Moonlight Falls, the world shipped with The Sims 3 Supernatural, and mainly populated with werewolves, vampires, fairies, ghosts, witches, and genies. This is a classic, and it came with a whole lot of lore to explore and some interesting places to discover. I have several videos on families and mysteries in Moonlight Falls, which are all available in a neat playlist that you can just put on and binge watch. This is an eerie supernatural world that has been said to be modeled on the misty valleys of the Pacific Northwest. The world itself is beautiful, with lots of trees, a river, and details such as a waterfall and bridges. The world also seems to be surrounded by a mountain group. Many say this world is inspired by the town of Forks in Washington, which was made popular since its feature in Stephenie Meyer's Twilight series. There are 60-odd residents, which gives you lots of Sims to get to know, and all of them feature some sort of supernatural powers or abilities. This world is perfect if you want witchy vibes and an EA-populated world filled with mystery, lore, and supernaturals. Number 5. Halloween Hideaway. Hidden away from the realm of our world, surrounded by a dark and eerie ocean, and sat beneath an ominous purple sky is a mysterious little town, known only to the supernatural and those looking for a good scary time. Here, frightening fun lurks around every corner, along with a healthy dose of spine-tingly scares. Welcome to Halloween Hideaway. Okay, this world is amazing. It was created by a username named Pancake101 on Mod The Sims, and it is full of that Halloween cheer. For those of you who are not huge fans of just creepy, this town actually brings the best of both worlds, much like Auntie Lynn's Spooky Town. I'm loving the perpetual purple and orange colors of the sky and surrounding flora. The builds are really good, and they have really set the mood for the kind of gameplay you might have. The town also has an Academy of the Supernatural, which is totally giving me Harry Potter vibes. It even has a Zoom Sweeper broom arena, so I think the creator was going for them Quidditch vibes. The upside, or downside, whichever way you like to play, is that this world is roadless, which means no vehicles of any kind will be usable or show up at any stage. Which honestly really works if you wanted the town to look abandoned or are just sick of the cars constantly zooming around, getting in the way of your perfect shot. I personally love this world. I think I'll definitely play in here, maybe make Jack Skellington and them or the Harry Potter gang and live out my Halloween fantasy. Number 4. Midnight Hollow. Explore a landscape where all you're really required to be is yourself. Under the subdued sky of Midnight Hollow, it's the residents who really shine. Eccentric townsfolk have taken a century-old Victorian town and made it a place they can call home. What life will you make in a town where creativity and individuality are at the center of it all? Will you be the owner of an art gallery bringing culture to the town? Or run a vintage furniture boutique to add class to Sims' homes? Or a car showroom showing Sims' life in the fast lane? The business opportunities are endless. Who can forget Midnight Hollow? This one is probably one of my favorite EA worlds. It screams creepy and Halloweeny, and incidentally, I have a Halloween special from last year on the beloved Doe family. Real creepy unidentified corpse meets Stepford Wives vibes, so give that a go if you haven't seen it already. Or maybe you have and forgot most of it and want to watch it again? Midnight Hollow features a lot of different stories referencing real places, people, and fictional characters such as the Flint family, which is referencing the Baudelaire family from the books A Series of Unfortunate Events by Lemony Snicket. There's also references to Marilyn Manson, Psycho, Agatha Christie, Harry Potter, and more. We also see the return of the famous Olive Spectre and her son Nervous Subject from The Sims 2. But this is 50 years in the past, so she lives with toddler Nervous Subject. Really fun to play with them and unfold their horrific story. The world has a Victorian style with architecture that resembles Carpenter Gothic and American Revival Gothic. There are 25 pre-made Sims with really interesting backgrounds, mysteries, and references, and are described as the outcasts of society. If you haven't played in Midnight Hollow yet, or you're looking for a creepy, lore-filled populated EA world, this is another one that should be at the top of your list. Number 3. Silent Hill. Silent Hill is a series of survival horror video games created by Keiichiro Toyama and published by Konami. The incredibly popular franchise sold over 9 million units since its release in 1999. The games, although they might not have the same characters, are all set in the mysterious foggy town of Silent Hill. This custom world was made by a user called Evan Krigg on the Sims 3 Exchange, and it's a complete recreation of Silent Hill. Interestingly, in-game, the description looks a bit like a secret code. However, I think because the creator is Russian, it's a possibility that the game never picked up the Russian alphabet. On the exchange, the description, which should be the same, reads, "Silent Hill was once a tourist paradise, but the city was overtaken by darkness. Too many tragic events have happened that have left a dark mark on the history of the town forever. Now, this place is shrouded with an ominous fog, blurring the line between reality and sleep, paradise and a sinful earth. Welcome to Silent Hill." The no road upside to Halloween Hideaway would have been perfect for this world too, just to add that extra feeling of it being completely derelict and abandoned. I'd love to see a populated version of this as well, with a household of nurses maybe, one of Pyramid Head, and households including other characters like Robbie the Rabbit or Mira the Dog. This user made the world complete with the Brookhaven Hospital, which is an open community lot where you can hang out, I guess. You know, it might be nice to have your morning coffee here while you look onto the hallway. Do you guys think they validate parking here? There's also plenty of room here where your sim can have a lie down if they're feeling a bit tired. Down the road from the hospital is the Midwich Elementary School for, you know, your children to attend. The school really focuses on the kids' creativity and understands the importance of caging them from time to time for disciplinary reasons. Okay, jokes aside, this world is amazing. It has so many different nooks and crannies to explore, and when night comes, well, you won't need anything else to get a scare this Halloween. Number 2. Wrath. Wrath was originally a humble mining town in the Western Territory founded by a robber baron named Lucas Swit. After Swit passed away, the town slowly grew into a cesspool of debauchery and crime. In the late 19th century, a man whom was hanged for crimes that he did not commit condemned the town of Wrath to burn. Gradually, Wrath sank into the earth, but nobody seemed to notice how the mesa grew taller with each passing day. During World War II, a Pennsylvania-based car company known as Quailhogs Auto was secretly constructing a nuclear warhead in Wrath's underground test facility. In 1946, the warhead was accidentally detonated, obliterating the center of Wrath, leaving in its place a crater filled with an eerie blood-red liquid and a sky filled with dust. Since the explosion, all roads to Wrath have been annihilated and any evidence of the town's existence has been concealed. Wrath is a world created by Quailhogs, the same user who made Grey Meadow. They have several other creations as well, and following their pattern, they're a huge fan of lore, so I'm a fan. Obviously. Wrath is a hellish-looking town with blood-red rivers and unique builds. And the lore? Oh my god, there is so much lore here. I didn't even know where to begin when I first opened the game. Quillhogs has a summary and the lead characters of the town on this Sims forum post. They even have some remnants of EA lore in the town, like the character Morgana Goth. This is such a gorgeous town. The builds are amazing and so creative. I mean, look at this one. At first I thought it was a glitch when I saw the little house icon on top. It looks like a bridge, and it turns out it's a repurposed one. The building is called the Red Gate and has its very own backstory. After miles of traveling aimlessly through dust storms, a mortal traveler will eventually come across a strange gate when reaching the Fallen Gorge. The origins of this gate are not known, for it had not been visible until Wrath had sunk into the sands of New Mexico. And that's only the beginning of its backstory. I would love to cover this world as part of my lore series, so let me know if you guys would be interested. This is overall absolutely stunning. There's a creepy Wild West and pits of hell kind of feeling to it, and I'm loving it. There's even creepy mysteries that your sim can uncover. This one is in the Wrath Museum of Art. I would highly recommend this town, if not for the spooky, creepy Halloween vibes, for the absolute sheer amount of lore in it. And finally, my absolute favorite, number 1, Kroner. The beautiful forest, mountain meadows, and crystal clear lakes invite you to hours of walking. Majestic trees and a rich variety of beautiful and rare flowers make the area most attractive for nature lovers and families alike. This is not something you would write in an advertisement about Kroner, but if you enjoy greenery, you might like the local water. Why would someone visit such a dreary place voluntarily anyway? Well, it's the very kingdom of science with several breakthroughs in various fields of research. Some other breakthroughs too, but we don't want to talk about them right now. But scientific progress, with its advantages, is not the only thing you will find in Kroner. Except for the obvious lack of nature, Kroner has everything you could possibly need. Or don't need right now. It seems interstellar police don't have such a keen eye on this place. Or maybe it's that your travel pass has expired and you just can't get the local authorities to renew it. So whatever reason you have to be here, welcome to Kroner. As its description reads, Kroner is a post-apocalyptic interstellar world with green water and plenty pollution. It was made by a user named Kroner on Mod The Sims. This world is absolutely stunning and creepy as hell. I debated whether this should really be number 1 since it's not populated, but honestly, who cares? Downloading Sims and placing them in the pre-made houses and surrounding areas has never been so easy. Okay, it's not too easy, but this world is 100% worth it if you want to live out your creepy post-apocalyptic sci-fi fantasies. Like, check out the community pool. Can't wait to take a dip there and then wash away the chlorine in the shower room. Or look at this comic book shop. Oh my god, I'll definitely be spending some time in here with my Sims. Oh look you guys, it even has an old McDonald's playground. This is seriously one of the most amazing world builds I've ever seen. So much work was put into it, it's unbelievable. Overall feeling of the town is so grimy, and you can get remnants here and there of what the town might have been like before its downfall. I can imagine plenty of mysterious post-apocalyptic stories being told here. Definitely a must-have in your game. Alright guys, there you have it, 9 creepy Sims 3 worlds you can play in this Halloween. Let me know your favorites. Would you rearrange my list, or do you just have one favorite creepy world to play in? I'd like to thank my patrons Negative Dana, Papa Khan, Leo Thompson, Artsy Flashback, Nathan Lim, A Wild Kitty Cat, Kitajan the Arcane Archer, Carolyn, Whitney, Amy Louise, Charlie, Libby Young, Perlog Anwil, Shelby Hill, Nicole Dante, Kiwi, Amy Hassel, Alia Deshayas, Elizabeth Lindloth, and ML. Thank you guys so much for supporting my channel. That's it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like the video if you enjoyed it, and let me know your favorite worlds in the comments below. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram for more lore and updates. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!